I'm Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporters Mr. Liam Keane, baby. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, West Ham 0. Not a classic, not one that we're going to remember for many years to come, but we don't care. The most important thing was 3 points, and look, you could see by the celebrations at the end, on the touchline, on the bench, amongst the fans, feel like they're nearly there now, don't you?
Yeah, the biggest worry coming into this game was complacency, and Wolves started a little bit like that, quite flat. The crowd weren't really in it. Luckily for Wolves, West Ham also weren't really in it.
Yeah.
Really poor first 10 minutes, and then the game started to come alive a little bit. Wolves edged the first half and took their one chance, but West Ham also had opportunities. Obviously, Manetzi should have scored that second one that comes off the post, off the crossbar rather, as well. But Wolves take a deserved lead into half time, and it's about how they are going to react to what is inevitably going to be a second coming for West Ham. West Ham were a lot better in that second half, made a triple change at half time, changed formation. The Wolves stood firm defensively, rode their luck a tiny bit.
Definitely did.
Tiny bit as well. Totti Gomez makes a major error in the 89th, 90th minute there, and Souček has to finish. It's 5 yards out, and he manages to put it wrong side of the post.
Wasn't his first error today, by the way?
No. A player who's been excellent under Vitor Pereira, but had his possibly his poorest game under the new manager, I think, today. And Wolves unfortunately got away with it. Missed obviously the Manetzi chance right at the end as well, a second chance, missed that. But the crowd were in it then. The crowd were with the team. The players were fighting. Vitor Pereira was kicking and heading every ball with them. And Molineux was as loud as it's been all season for that last 5 minutes there. And then the players needed it. And it was a monumental win. We didn't see it coming. We thought a point, and it would have been a good point to be honest. Was probably more likely today. But that gives Wolves such a massive breathing space going into Ipswich the weekend.
Look, Matheus Cunha gets suspended, and we all think, my goodness me, is there another twist in this horrible season? And yet they've put together over these last 3 games their best run this season. 7 points from 3. Jørgen Strand Larsen 3 in 2 games now. It's double figures in the Premier League this season. Maybe they needed this. Maybe they needed, maybe not this, a talismanic striker where you're looking for something. He's a brilliant player, Matheus Cunha, but it feels like they are playing a little bit more as a team. And someone like Jørgen Strand Larsen, I think, is reaping those rewards.
Absolutely. He got amongst it today, and he had to feed off scraps at times as well. He takes the goal really nicely. He does take a nick off Kilman on the way through.
Yeah.
But he takes. Cheers, Max. He got a nice reception by the way at the end, which I think is deserved as well.
I agree.
Yeah, which I'm pleased to see. He takes a nick off him, obviously, which obviously sort of half wrong foots Areola. So there's a tiny bit of luck in it, but it is also a nice finish. He catches the ball nicely, and I'm really pleased for Larsen because he had a little bit of stick up until that Southampton game. Got a double there, and his first season in the Premier League,
unbelievable.
To have made it 10 Premier League goals, I think is a really, really good return.
With 8 games left.
With 8 games left, and if he adds anything more on top of that, I think it's a really good first season.
And yet, I would say the best bit of quality in the game was shortly after João Gomes. Unbelievable run, obviously.
Crikey,
signed his new contract as well, which is fantastic news today. Brilliant. We'll talk about that in the podcast later on tonight that we're filming and recording as well. Late night love, baby. Brilliant run and deserved better, didn't it? I mean, Marshall Manetzi would be disappointed that he hasn't hit the target there. Hits the target, it's a goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's off the underside of the bar as well. I mean, it's an inch away. I know he's slightly leaning back. He comes at him quickly, but he's got to hit the target, I think. But that one at the end's even worse.
Well,
It's even worse in my opinion. I mean, I'm a fan of Marshall Manetzi. I think he's got a lot to offer. He still just needs to find that. It's just that final couple percentage, isn't it? Finesse is the right word. Yeah, he's just missing that final ball, that final touch, that final shot. He's not quite. He could have had 2 today easily. Yeah. Wolves win that game 3-0. So, but he's still adding something to this team. And you're right. They're playing as a team. That's the key word. They're not a group of individuals anymore.
No.
Bellegarde, who didn't score or assist today, but I thought was really good, really good again, and he's consistently been really good. He gets amongst it consistently, looks after the ball really well, makes intelligent runs, is really neat in possession. All of these things he wasn't for a long time in a Wolves shirt, and now he has been for 7-8 games in a row now. So yeah, the Wolves are going in the right direction, and now with this win, they are very, very close to mathematically securing their place.
Yeah, and start to look at the table a little bit. We've talked about it. You're flirting with potentially looking at 40 points this season. If they can get 40 points from where they were, that's a fantastic achievement. Only 5 points away from West Ham United, Spurs and Everton as well. So you can start to put a bit of a run together. You go to Ipswich on Saturday. Yes, of course, you don't want to get beat. You don't want to give them a sneak back into the race or give them even a glimpse. But at the same time, you should probably go there now, full of confidence, looking to win again.
Yeah.
Make it 3 wins from 4.
Why not? I think the first priority is you go there not to lose the game. But you are right. There's no reason Wolves don't go there and puff their chests out a little bit and say,
show their authority.
Exactly.
We're the big boys here.
And say, look, we're going to go there and win this game. I I do think, not losing the game is still a priority. But you are right. You are right. Wolves have got the quality. They've got the consistency. They've got a team that's played a starting 11 that's started the last 3 games in a row and is now performing as a group.
Consistency has been key, hasn't it?
It has been, and particularly when you got Rodrigo Gomez and Guedes missed out today. You lose 2 players like that off the bench. All of a sudden your options are limited as well. You've got Forbes and Leam on the bench, and Abubakar Traore just come on towards the end as well.
It's good for him to come on as well tonight.
Yeah, which is nice because sometimes they're going to need those legs in there, and he offered that right at the end. And Wolves are almost there. Yeah. They're almost there. It feels good to not be too concerned, but as we said before this game as well, it is mathematically secure. Just don't count your chickens just yet. Be careful.
Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, West Ham United 0. For all the post-match reaction, make sure you log on to expressionstar.com.